Hello students, we are back with a very useful and informative presentation. My target audience for this will be, as follows. New candidates willing to enroll into a travel-related course in any GDS. Students who are already undergoing their respective training in any GDS system with any institute, or with any freelance instructor, in any part of the world, or have directly enrolled with Viason or IATA. Students who have completed their training and are looking for suitable employment. Students who have already been employed recently after completing their studies. Some students, who are pursuing their studies, may find certain sections of the content as already known, but please give some space to new students, as they are also part of this audience, and I am sure by the end of this presentation, you both will gain some immense professional knowledge on many aspects, and the students who have already completed their studies, will have new insights, about the whole setup matrix between a GDS company, and travel agents. Let's begin then.
In this update, the students will know about how a GDS company grants access to travel agents. Any travel agent, or any active freelance travel consultants, can apply to a GDS company of their choice, or which is widely used in their vicinity, or which is widely used in certain areas or countries of the world, like Apollo system is widely used by travel industry fraternity in Canada. A GDS company can grant them their reservation system, to create PNRs, to issue e-tickets, to issue other electronic miscellaneous documents or EMDs and manage their air bookings. Apart from air reservations and issuance of e-tickets, and other commercial value-added documents, such as EMDs, a GDS system can also be used for hotel and car reservations. It's solely on the discretion of a particular GDS company, whether to grant access to such applicants their reservation system, or not.
Based on the travel agency's accreditations, the GDS will grant certain level of access to their agency, on how the reservations can be made by them, and whether ticket issuance rights are granted to them, or not. Let's not get involved into application process, and its various stages of approval. Instead, let's concentrate on what a Pseudo City code means, also popularly known as a PCC code, and terminal and staff IDs, are all about, their various rights and duties assigned to them. Once an agency's application is approved, after completing all due formalities, a GDS company creates an agency profile in their database, and assigns a travel agency, a universal code, known as Pseudo City or PCC code. No two agencies can share the same code. However, any number of their branches, and their authorized freelance agents, who may have their own profile code, can be mapped into their main centralized ticketing office profile code.
The GDS company then sets a certain number of computer terminals, authorized to run their reservation system in the travel agency's premises, and terminal IDs are set. Certain settings and programs are downloaded, by the technical support staff, which will then enable only those particular computer machines, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, to run their reservation system. Next, the staff sign-in profiles are created, assigning each one of them their own ID and duty codes to identify them. It then becomes easy to find out from the history section of a PNR, who made the reservations, and who modified an existing reservation, and which authorized computer terminal was used, along with the date and timestamp of such new PNR creation or any modifications.
Let's now talk more about it, in Amadeus system environment. When a PNR is created in Amadeus system, it is automatically tagged with the travel agency's profile code, known as responsible office, or with an RP indicator, as shown in the very first line of an Amadeus PNR, after the RLR tag line. Do you recall it? Okay, here is the screenshot of that section of a PNR, where RP tag line starts, immediately after the main RLR tag line. The explanation is as follows: RP stands for Responsible Office, followed by a /, and the complete agency's profile code, consisting of 3-digit location code. XXX here can be any code of a city or an airport, which indicates to us in which city or nearby airport the agency is located. Next is YY4 type of Amadeus selling platform, like VS4 Amadeus Vista, on which the bookings are made, followed by the agency's 4-digit numerical profile code, which could be anything between 0001 to 9999, in Amadeus database. Together they all form a unique agency's profile code, known as Pseudo City, or PCC Code.
This RP identifies the owners of a PNR, along with the staff ID, AK in this case with GS duty code, who actually made the reservation, with a date and time stamp, 1832. Z here simply means Zulu time, which is nothing but GMT or UTC time. The last 6 characters in first line after RLR tag line, will always be the 1A system's PNR number. Please note, it's the travel agency who is owner of a PNR, and not the staff who created the booking, as staff can, at any time, leave or change a job, but the PNR will always be, and remains, an travel agency's property. Isn't it fair, to either issue the e-ticket, or to modify it, or to entirely cancel the booking, which are generated from their agency's office profile code?
A staff is always assigned a new sign-in entry, whenever they join a travel agency, but a staff's sign-in entry is always mapped, and will always be connected, to an agency's office profile Pseudo City code. A staff can operate any authorized computer terminal within a travel agency, on which the reservation system is installed. The owner of a PNR can then issue an e-ticket, if ticketing rights is granted to them, which is mostly granted to IATA-accredited travel agencies, by all, or by certain airlines, and airlines' general sales agents, called GSA. The hierarchy of the relationship between a GDS, and a travel agency and other stakeholders, in the function of a travel agency is shown in the image.
The staff identification is for internal management assessment purpose, to evaluate whether the staff is using correct procedures, to make a reservation, and ticket issuance guidelines are strictly followed by them, or not. An agency can be penalized with a debit note by an airline, for any wrongful ticket issuance norms applied, or for holding a reservation without ticket issuance, or for not canceling a PNR, within the prescribed time limit as set by an airline's reservation space control center. A wrong booking class, called as RBD or reservation booking designator, which may not meet advance or instant purchase requirements, or minimum and maximum stay violations, result in wrong fare application of an automated fare, filed in a PNR by the system, for ticket issuance, can attract large penalties by airlines participating in the itinerary of a booking. Such debits are called ADMs or airline debit memos, which are issued by airline's fare audit team, to travel agents, from whose office the booking was made and a ticket was issued. It's time now to end this presentation. Hope you all now have a clear understanding of a PCC code, terminal IDs, and staff IDs, with expanded relationship between a GDS and a travel agent. Once again, click the subscribe button for notification on next video. Until then, have a great time, and take care.